Clinical trials are essential for evaluating the effectiveness and safety of new drugs or treatment methods. When conducting clinical trials, researchers need to choose appropriate trial designs to ensure the reliability and validity of the results. Clinical trials are super important in figuring out if new drugs or treatments actually work and if they're safe. When scientists do these trials, they gotta pick the right design to make sure the results are reliable. So, let's talk about some common trial designs and the cool things about them, as well as the challenges they bring. Randomized controlled trials, RCTs. These are like the rock stars of clinical trials. In RCTs, they randomly assign patients to either get the new treatment or the standard one. This helps get rid of any bias and makes the results more trustworthy. But hey, running RCTs can be a bit tricky. They gotta think about ethics, finding enough patients, and keeping things fair and unbiased. Observational studies. These studies are all about watching and analyzing patients without messing with any treatments. They can look at patients over time, prospective, or dig into old data, retrospective. Observational studies give us a real-world view of how stuff works and what the long-term outcomes might be. They're great for studying rare diseases, checking out risk factors, and seeing if treatments are safe. But watch out for confounding factors and biases. Cross-sectional studies. These studies are like quick snapshots of a population's health. They collect data at one specific point in time to see how many people have a certain condition or exposure. Cross-sectional studies are fast and cheap, giving us a good idea of what's going on. They're handy for estimating disease burden and coming up with new ideas. But remember, they can't show cause and effect or how things change over time. Cohort studies. Cohort studies follow a group of people over time to see how diseases develop or outcomes happen. They can look forward, prospective, or backward, retrospective, and are great for studying the natural course of diseases, finding risk factors, and measuring how often things happen. Cohort studies let researchers look at lots of outcomes and different exposures. But they can be a bit pricey, take a long time, and people might drop out along the way. Case control studies. These studies compare people with a certain outcome, cases, to those without it, controls, to find out what might have caused it. They're handy for studying rare stuff and are pretty quick and cheap. But be careful, they rely on people remembering stuff accurately, and memories can be a bit fuzzy. Plus, they can't prove cause and effect, just associations. So, there you have it. Different trial designs have their own perks and challenges. RCTs are like the rock stars, observational studies give us real-world insights, cross-sectional studies are quick snapshots, cohort studies follow people over time, and case control studies compare cases to controls. Researchers gotta think hard about the question, resources, and ethics before picking a design.